Hello, everyone. Okay. First, let me introduce myself in case we forgot who I am. My name is Irvin Russell Pelton Jr., and I am the second son of Irvin and Betty Pelton. I dedicate, let me slow down. It's been a long time. A long time since I've made a video or I've talked to a lot of people, so on and so forth. I dedicate this video to my buddy Kenny Mobley, his brother Kurt Mobley, and their mother, Miss Mobley. And before I go any further, in memory of Kenny, this video, first off, is I want to say I'm sorry. It's been about 9 or 10 months since I've made a video for the flag van, or that I've talked to a bunch of people. And there's a reason behind it. But because of Kenny and Kurt and Miss Mobley, I come to realize something very important, that I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I should have been more in touch with you folks once I got here to Kona, Hawaii, the Big Island, and I haven't. So we're going to change that. So first off, this video is to say I'm sorry that it's been 9, 10, no, actually I've been on the island a year and a half, 1.5 years. A lot has happened in that year and a half. One of the reasons, and it's the reasons, you know, the ups of lives and down of lives and all that other stuff. I didn't want to bother people. I went through a lot. It's been a really wonderful adventure since I've been here. So we're going to change that though, because I realized something about 20 some days ago. My days are numbered. Where I'm at, I'm here because of my friends and family that love me and stood by me and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little story. I'm going to tell you a couple of things. There's there's a year and a half of some some really wild stuff that has happened since I've made it to Hawaii. But always, the stuff that we did with the flag van and the buses and all those vehicles that we traveled across America supporting our military and stuff, I've been doing on the down low and on the side here. But okay, so what we want to start with is what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this video. I'm going to tell you about the very first day. And this is Kona, Hawaii behind you. It's Sunday, October 21st. 20 days ago, folks, I turned 60 years old. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Irvin Russell Pelton Jr. is walking around at 60 years old. I love you, Brother Mark. I love you very much. So I'm going to tell you some stories. In Hawaii, they call it Talk Story. Let's talk story. I'm going to bring you all up to date. From now on, I promise you, for the rest of my life, I'm going to talk to you. I got a lot of things to say to you. And so let's start with the very first day that Irvin Russell Pelton lands in Hawaii, Kona, after 18.5 years telling you folks that I was coming to Hawaii. And when I made it. So the morning that I landed in Kona, Hawaii, and I'm pointing down this way because that's where the airport and stuff is. And when I landed, it was 20 minutes after 6 in the morning. Kayla was in quarantine in Oahu. That's the last video I sent you guys. I was in Oahu coming here. But Kayla was still in Oahu. She had 2 more months to go. And I got offered a wonderful job on the Big Island, because this is where I was going to go. So I figured, hey, I'm going to go to the Big Island, take the job. When Kayla gets out of quarantine, she'll have a home to come to. So I landed 6:20 on a Tuesday morning in Kona, Hawaii. No, it was a Tuesday morning. And I landed over there. I gotta tell you, I had 15 bucks in my pocket. I had $15 in my pocket. I had 2 suitcases of clothes and other things. And I had a backpack of barber tools. And I had faith. And I had the knowledge of knowing that I had made it to Kona, Hawaii a year and a half early. My due date was October 1st, 2017, which was 20 days ago, but I made it here a year and a half early. So I landed at 6:20, I get off the plane, I go out, the smell and the island and the overwhelming feeling knowing that I made it, that I'm now home, and this, I finally made it to Hawaii, I'm home. It took me about 45 minutes. I come off, the smell intoxicating, the ocean, the breeze, there's so much, just everything. I was so overwhelmed. I sat down, 45 minutes. The security guard come on, you okay, yeah, I'm just, and he's like, so then I asked him, I said, how you get to Kona? He said, most people take a car. And I'm like, laugh, I don't have a car. Which way is it? That way. Okay, at 8:30 that same morning, your buddy here, I was cutting hair. I walked into a barbershop on the Big Island of Hawaii, considered one of the best barbershops on the Big Island. And that man gave me a job. And I went to work 8:30, landed at 6:20, 15 bucks in my pocket, 2 suitcases, and a backpack full of tools. 2 hours and 10 minutes later, I was cutting hair. And I worked until 6 o'clock that evening, and it was a blessing. There's more stories coming about that place and that stuff there, but I know that, I don't want to make the video long. So let's see, let's catch up here. Okay. Okay, Landon, I got out of work that night, and the first night that I'm going to lay down and go to sleep in my new home. I'm a stranger in a strange land, and when I got out of work, I left my bags and suitcases at the shop, and I told that man, something, whatever, but we'll get to that. So I leave at 6 o'clock and I come down here to Kona, Hawaii, and I start looking for a place to go to sleep. Had dinner, and I find a place. That way is south, that way is north. And south of Kona, Hawaii, on Ali'i Drive, is a park. And got to that park, and I seen a picnic table, 8, 9 o'clock at night. That's where I'm gonna go to sleep. That's where I'm gonna go to sleep. So I lay on that picnic table, and at the time I'm 58 years old, almost 59. I lay on that picnic table, on my back, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I go to sleep my first night. I wake up in the morning, and the tape's almost over. Those of you, it's almost over. So I wake up, my very first night in Kona, Hawaii, with my nose tickling. Something bug or something on my face tickling. Now I'm on my back on a picnic table by the beach, a park, and my tickling. And as I'm coming to in the world, and I'm waking up, and I don't know where I'm at because I'm waking up in this strange land and all that's going. And I set up, and I'm thinking a bug or something, and then I'm seeing around me, and I'm realizing it wasn't a dream. I am here. And I was looking around thinking, and I look down, I'm on top of a picnic table, and I look down, and I am covered with flowers. Flowers. That's what was tickling my face and my nose and stuff, was the flowers falling on me. I was literally covered. The picnic table, I'm setting up, the picnic table is covered with flowers, the bench all around, and I look up and here's this big tree, and it's just dropping flowers like snow, and I'm covered with it, and the smell is intoxicating. My first morning waking up. Now, it hasn't always been. It has not always been that wonderful and that beautiful. But again, this tape could go on, the video could go on further. So my very first morning I wake up. It's 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I go back to work. And so that's what this video is. Aunt Connie, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Doris Bremen, my cousin Sue, my Aunt Pat, Jane, and Christina, you and your children. Jeff Quinn, prayers being said for you. This video is to say I'm sorry for not keeping in touch with you and having some of you wonder what happened once I got here. I won't continue to do that. So this video, I love everybody. And more videos are coming, I promise. You know, the first step's always the hardest. So I've known for months. I've actually made a couple videos for you, but I wasn't happy with them. This one here, F it, man. How do you eat an elephant? That's what I told myself this morning. How do you eat an elephant? The way that you eat an elephant, folks, is one bite at a time. There's no way you can consume that whole thing, so you do it one bite at a time. And so I've been wanting to make videos, but I feel like shit because I haven't. But I haven't wanted to bother you with the ups and the downs and all that, whatever. It is, okay, so 2 more things. And then we're done. My buddy Kenny. That's why I'm making this video. I just lost my buddy Kenny. He's been my oldest friend for almost 39 years. I've known that man. I've sat down there in my home for the last year and talked to him, and he was going to come see me, and a lot. So I lost him, and I'm making this video for him because the day's going to come. I'm going to lose some of you as my friends and my family, and the day's going to come that you're going to lose me. I'm no longer going to be in your presence. So I'm asking your forgiveness for taking so long to let you know that I'm okay. And I am okay, okay? And the second thing, there's some stories I want to tell you. I'll tell you the story about the night I went to sleep and the ocean. It came in and took me out to the ocean while I was sleeping. Remind me to tell you that story. There's a story in front of you right now. These clothes that I'm wearing, these pants and the t-shirt and this shirt that I'm wearing right here, there's a story that I want you all to know eventually, but not now because the video's almost over. They got a special meaning. Of all the clothes that I own, these are my most precious clothes. This shirt, this t-shirt, and these pair of pants. They're my most precious piece of clothing that I have. And I hate them. The first thing I think about when I look at them, anger. And then grace. They have a number on them. They've been stenciled. In the next video I send you, and what I'm going to do, this is where I live. This is where God has given me the privilege of laying my head at night and starting my mornings. And I'm going to explain these clothes to you. Kayla and I are heading that way to our most favorite spot of all the world. And I'm going to stop and make you another video down that way. And I'll explain the shirt. So until then, okay, I've said I'm sorry. I can't say it enough. I'd like to say, Aunt Pat, I love you. I love you. Sue Hart, I love you. Mary, I could go on and on, folks. Okay, we're going to end the video. I'm going to take it for granted that some of you is going to forgive me. Aunt Pat, Aunt Connie, Denise, thanks for the message a couple days ago asking me if I'm okay. I'm okay. Talk to you soon. I love you, folks. Mahalo Nui Loa. And that means thank you very much in Hawaiian. And then one more thing. Hui Ho. And that means until we meet again.